I studied on my own, in the sense like I funded my education on my own. That was the time during the stock market scam, the famous Harshad Mehta. Very recently, you would have watched the movie Lucky Bhaskar.
मेरा नाम भास्कर कुमार।
जुए की भी अपनी एक फितरत होती है। तुम कितना अच्छा खेलते हो इससे कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता, रुकना कब है ये सबसे जरूरी है।
So one of the luckiest guys like Bhaskar in that movie, who gained or benefited through trading in the stock market without having a proper knowledge, without having what market multiples are, without knowing what I would say EPS or a PE. I just plunged into it was a gamble. Hi, I'm Srini. I'm the Group CFO at Sagility, and I'm here to explain you about the changing trends in US healthcare. You know, US healthcare is one of the largest private markets in the world. Its overall spend is about 4.7 trillion, almost 17% of the GDP in the year 2023. And it's the fast-paced industry where 24% of the new jobs that are getting created are in the healthcare space. So we at Sagility, we serve the top payers, 6 of the top 10 national payers in the US, and we also support over 30 plus mid-tier clients in the mid-market segment. And we are a healthcare solutions provider to all the US payers and the providers. Everest expects this US healthcare spend to go to 6.1 trillion by 2028, and this is a concern. And you know, this spend is significantly larger than India's GDP. What are the prime reasons for this happening? Rising and aging population. US has got the maximum number of people who are aged over 65 and plus. And you know, age-related problems, the chronic diseases that they get into, the demand for recurring services, so multiple comorbidities that exist. And there is also an increased consumerization in terms of the preventive health care that they are expecting. A lot more relevance has come into the wellness space as well. So how do you keep somebody away from the hospitals? How do you keep somebody away from the claiming them? So we at Sagility help all of these clients. I'm here to talk about the values. What a CFO has got to do with values? Well, it's not just about CFOs talking on finance. It's most important that we as individuals, as human beings, have values and how the organization grows. The company that I represent, Sagility, has got 4 core values, which absolutely resonates with mine. And we are so proud that all the 40,000 employees of our organization do resonate the same value. Our values are called as SOAR, S-O-A-R. It's an acronym where S stands for spark curiosity. So we want to spark curiosity amongst employees, which means challenge the status quo. Always question what is that I can do differently, and what is that I can make it efficient. So this helps us to innovate every process, every job, every work at every level that we do. So that is something I always believe, that if you're thinking through improvements, thinking through productivity, or thinking through gains, then this is a core quality that one should have. Our second values is one team, one direction. It's fairly very obvious. Unless you're all aligned together, you're not going to reach where you are. So it's a very, very simple value, but it is critical for an organization which has presence in multiple geographies. We work with multiple cultures. So it's not just about aligning everybody's work. It's having that goal congruence, whether it is the value to the stakeholders, or value to employees, or value to suppliers, value to customers, clients, whomever you say. So the organization needs to be aligned. So I take great pride as the CFO. I also manage the sustainability functions at Sagility, that whatever and everything we do at Sagility, we run through with the core values. So human values are critical, and that takes us to the next level. The third value system that we have is A, action for results. And I don't need to explain anything about action for results. And R is right by right purpose. It's not what we achieve is important. How we achieve is also equally important. So you got to really do the right thing the right way. Core values and ethics of human beings is what drives behavior, is what drives organization. So I strongly believe that every human being should have the right value systems that can take you to the next level. Firstly, even before getting into the next level, we got to be good human beings, be responsible in this planet, and leave an everlasting future for our next generations to come. When I say I have resonated this, I come from a very humble family in Tamil Nadu, and my father could not afford an education beyond a particular state. So, however, he had great interest and he gave me good education till the 12th standard. I studied on my own, in the sense like I funded my education on my own. That was the time during the stock market scam, the famous Harshad Mehta. Very recently, you would have watched the movie Lucky Bhaskar in Netflix. I was also one of the luckiest guys like Bhaskar in that movie who gained or benefited through trading in the stock market without having a proper knowledge, without having what market multiples are, without knowing what I would say EPS or a PE. I just plunged into it was a gamble. I just took it without even knowing and made some good monies, and that's how I funded my chartered accounting and cost accounting. So fortunately for me, I was lucky. I gambled. I was lucky. But I would not advise anyone to do that. Kindly review the numbers, go through the markets, understand the competition, understand what the company's future earning potentials are, and do the right calculations before you get into the stock market. Finance has always fascinated me because at the end of the day, today's success is measured by money. And I would say it is important, but it is not the only thing that is important. Being a good human being, being a kind, humbled, grounded human being is what makes you a man who can you refer to or look up to as a leader. And that's why I started this conversation by saying SOAR values, which I resonate as part of my behavior or my self with my organization. And that gives me a lot of pride. So don't just chase money, be a good human being, and truth always wins. Thank you.